Yes lads, welcome back to the channel. We are back on the trunking project. As you can see, all the walls have now been plastered, ceilings have now been plastered, so we've come back to put on the sockets, the lights, the switches, etc, etc, get everything all second fixed. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The lighting is a bit rubbish because obviously there is no lights because I haven't second fixed anything, but this was the wall where the fuse board was in that thingy, where we had that nightmare day cutting out the frame and all that. But as you can see, it's all nice bit of plaster now. But talking of plaster, what do you reckon to this then? What do you reckon to this? So I've even tucked my cables in and things like that, but look at some of the state of this plastering. And then that's just level 1. Level 2 with the spotlights, they've been covered. Level 3, the final level, the plasterers just trying to play this game with us. And I think Sparkies and plasterers, they have like the biggest war on site, without a doubt. Without a flipping doubt. Like, why is it like, if Sparkies don't tuck the cables into the back of the back box, their plasterer will just go, sod it, well I'll just do rubbish plastering and won't wipe out the back boxes, won't wipe out the spotlight holes and all that. But then, when we do it, they still don't do it. So what's that about? I think us plasterers, Jesus, can't be saying that. Us Sparkies just need to stop looking after plasterers now, because they don't look after us. Look at this. Oh, I'm thinking, so if you remember rightly, this is why I like to video everything as well, so I can remember it. But if you remember rightly, there is a socket here, and where do you think it is? I reckon it's right here. Not just straight plastered over. Like, what is that about, honestly? But the plasterer's going to do what he's going to do. Obviously, he's going to try and mess us up, but we'll make it look as perfect as we possibly can. But people always get the ump saying, like, Sparkies, like, make holes and make damage and all that once it's been plastered. But when the plasterer is leaving it like that, making no damage is very, very difficult. Like, it is really difficult. But if trades just work together, then you have a lovely outcome, wouldn't you? But anyway, the other thing we're up against today as well is the kitchen got delivered, so that is literally everywhere. So I'm going to be moving kitchen round while second fixing the sockets. That's where the new fuse board location is, behind that big unit. So yeah, it's going to be a fun day, but I'm going to just get everything second fixed. Today is really going to be sockets, switches, lights. I haven't got the spotlights yet. And then tomorrow is going to be fuse board. Third day, hopefully test and get it all on. The kitchen hasn't been installed, obviously, so I'm going to have to come back and do that at a separate time. Anyway, less of the waffling. Let's get straight into it and start getting a few bits moved and getting things installed. I think I'm going to start off with trying to find that bloody socket. Christ. I reckon it's somewhere about here. Oh. Are we on to a winner chicken dinner? Oh, there's our cables. There's the back box. And there's the lug. I think I'm more than entitled to take a whole hammer to this and just hammer the whole wall out. Like, that's a bloody joke, isn't it? That is a joke. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be professional, neatly multi-tool it out until I find the back box. This is the sideline, so let's get the stencil out. Some singles that we can use to earth all the back boxes. "15 minutes messing about with that to be actually eventually be able to second fix the socket. Like, oh, honestly, painful. and that is bang level. Lovely. Not quite easy oneers, but easy enough. Absolutely horrendous. Look at the state of that. How? Actual how? Honestly, look how much plaster is in here. God. How to wire a switch. So you have your feed, and then your switch line. Strip them back. Usually I leave these about an inch past the box. Mark your switch line so you don't get confused which one's which. Get rid of cables as you go, all the earths together. Stick them in a Wago. Earths in a Wago. Neutrals in a Wago. You're left with your switch line and your 2 feeds. Oh. And the fly lead. So we have got the common, which is your feed in and out. We've got one way, which is your switch line. Terminate your switch line into L1, and then your feeds into the top. As easy as that. Make sure they're nice and tight. Give them a good tug. Fold them in. Get a switch back and screw it up. And that is a one-way switch. Easy. So I thought I'd come down to the van for a bit of lunch because it's a bit doom and gloom up there with no lights and stuff like that. But it's just as bad out here. Look at the state of the weather. Oh my God. But yeah, we just come down for a bite to eat. We are aching. Our legs are absolutely killing. We're a bit slow today because our legs are just killing us because we've done the Stevenage half marathon. I haven't trained in 4 months for like any run or anything like that. So 4 months out, we've done the Stevenage half marathon, killed us off. The course is just so hilly. It's just a joke. But yeah, 2 hours, 10 minutes. We still got the job done. We stayed grafting. I wanted to quit so many times. I was just thinking of that beer at the end. And I wanted to quit so many times, but we done it. 2 hours 10. I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. Look at that for a little sparky posh lunch. We've got some chicken sushi. And we have got some light. Make it a little bit less dull in here. So we just hooked up some temporary pendants for now because they're all having decorative pendants everywhere. So I've just put the lighting on a plug top. And then just got some temporary lights in each room, so I can actually sort of see what I'm doing. Make sure everything's working and switching as it should be. That's the living room. So we've got a little bit of light. We've got all the spots going in here, but I need to pick them up from Screwfix probably tomorrow morning. So this is just a chill day really. So I just got all the sockets second fixed. Tomorrow we're putting all the spotlights and try and conquer this fuse board in here. But obviously I've got to move all this out of the bloody way, which is a pain in the arse, but yeah, it is what it is. And then we're on to the kitchen. So kitchen, there's quite a lot of work to be done in here, to be honest. They've plastered it, but we've got all the sockets to go on and all the kitchen isolators and things like that. So that's going to have to be a totally separate job because obviously kitchen is not yet finished. Is not yet fitted. Can't even speak, I'm so tired from yesterday. Is not yet. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is not yet fitted. So yeah, we're going to have to treat that as sort of a separate job, but majority we can get up and running. So we've got 4-way light, that's done. Switching. Bathroom, we need to get an extra switch, so what I'm going to do is have a little count up of all the bits that we need. But yeah, final room for today is 4 sockets in here, and then we're going to be calling it a day. We're looking good, we're looking good. 4 sockets done in this room. Now, before we go, I'm just going to make sure that I've got everything for tomorrow because we've got the Navitas fuse board and RCBOs going in, but I've been installing so many fuse boards recently that I've been sort of nicking at RCBOs, if I get to the job, where I haven't seen the job, if I get to the job and then there's like doubled up circuits, I'll use one out of another pot, and it's just like a big circle. So I just need to double check that I've got all the RCBOs. If I haven't, then I need to get them ordered. Being organised is the key to a successful business. So what have we got? 32 amp ring, 6 for the lights. So we've just ordered the 2 more breakers for that. I get a lot of questions about the Navitas brand, which used to be Verso, but I've been using them a lot recently. And I'll be honest with you guys, I've wanted to use them for ages because I see them at shows, when I go to the Elect shows and things like that. I see them at the shows and I see them on the podcast and things like that, and I think it's brilliant that the director is putting his face out there. It's like things like Fusebox, Schneider, like who do you even know owns them? You don't know who owns it, do you know what I mean? So I think it's good that he puts his face out on social media, for one, and two, I was a bit sceptical of using them because they're not in my local wholesalers. I've been trying to get them into my wholesalers, but they're not in there. So if I forget a breaker or something like that, I just can't nip to the wholesalers to get it because there's none of my local wholesalers stock it. But being said, if you think forward and you're not like me and you start using other breakers elsewhere and things like that, if you think forward, it's literally next day delivery. So I've ordered it now, it will be there tomorrow. So they're puck on the delivery, and the boards themselves are really, really good boards. They're nice. I love how the SPD's the other side, not to the main switch, so then you can start off with all your breakers. And yeah, it's a good bit of kit. I love how they're teamed up with Whisker as well. So yeah, they're good. Enough of me waffling about Navitas and telling you how great they are. I'm going to be wrapping it up now. Yeah, that's going to wrap up the vlog today. Bit of second fixing, back to the trunking project, and we are slowly but surely getting it finished. If you have enjoyed today's vlog, please hit the subscribe button. It is much appreciated. Hit the like button, and you know what to comment. Comment, stay grafting. I will catch you guys on the next one. Stay grafting, lads.